Good evening, my friends. This is Paul, and today I'm going to be reviewing to you Kirby's Adventure SP for the Nintendo Switch Online service. Yes, you heard me correctly. The Nintendo Switch Online service that I still haven't paid for, because Nintendo is trying to advertise the online mode for Animal Crossing New Horizons, and so anyone who read that news article in their Switch newsfeed got a free trial of Switch Online, even if they already had one. So I said, okay, guess it's that time where I start pouring the retro reviews on the channel again. So I decided, well, let me review Kirby's Adventure for the third time. So, what makes this version different than the regular vanilla NES version? As this obviously isn't a remake of Nightmare in Dreamland, which was already a remake of Kirby's Adventure. This, well, you're probably going to think this is laughable when I tell you what makes this version so special. Basically, you have 3 save files. One of the save files is already 100%ed and starts you off on the final world. And it also gives you all of the benefits of 100% completion, which allows you to play all of the mini-games whenever you want. It lets you play through the main game again, but this time with only 3 hit points instead of 6. You can view the sound test, and you can do a boss rush mode to see if you can get through all of the game's bosses in order without dying. Then, you have 2 other save files which allow you to play the regular Kirby's Adventure game, which is kind of weird because you can already play the regular Kirby's Adventure game on the Nintendo Switch Online if you go to just regular Kirby's Adventure. So I'm kind of surprised why Nintendo didn't just take that off the server and just tell players, hey, play this version instead, because it's basically the same thing. Well, regardless, let's talk about whether or not jumping right to the final battle is worth it or not if you're going to dip into this SP version. Heck yes! In my original review of Kirby's Adventure, when I played it on Kirby's Dream Collection for the Wii, I said that I didn't really like the game, but that I thought players should give it a try anyway because the final battle was amazing. See, the way it works is, and this is a super cool twist by NES standards, Dedede was the good guy all along, and so Kirby's quest to restore the Star Rod ended up just making things worse. So after he defeats Dedede and restores the Star Rod, it turns out that he actually released Nightmare into Dreamland. And so now Kirby has to jump to the skies, literally, and defeat the Nightmare in 2 more phases. Like, I thought Twilight Princess was mind-blowing when it had phases to its battle, but apparently Kirby's Adventure beat it to it. This is really fun because the first part feels like more of a traditional Kirby fight and a reimagining of the final battle of Kirby's Dreamland, while the second part feels closer to what it would look like if maybe Kirby and Kid Icarus crossed worlds, because I really felt like I was controlling Pit, and the Star Rod represented the Bows of Light, and Nightmare's Power Orb felt a lot like fighting Medusa. Once you defeat the orb, then Nightmare has a more humanoid form, which is represented by Ganondorf in the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Spirit battles. And then it takes on another more traditional Kirby approach, albeit Kirby can only use the Star Rod. These are some of the coolest visual and background effects I've ever seen on the NES. However, the problem is that these visuals are so good that they cause the game to stutter like crazy. Now, in my original review, I thought that this was absolutely ridiculous. And I'm really shocked to find that Nintendo couldn't have maybe fixed those glitches, made the game so that it runs at a more consistent frame rate, since this is the special edition, especially considering that they've already also made Kirby's Adventure on 2 other remakes. You've got 3D Classics Kirby's Adventure on the 3DS eShop, which is basically this game, but without the glitches and stereoscopic 3D. Then you have Nightmare in Dreamland on the Game Boy Advance, which is basically a complete graphical overhaul with more modern Kirby controls and abilities. So, this is more of the lesser version if you want to go the, well, I want to be a completionist but not be a completionist route. Overall, all of my thoughts that I said in my original Kirby's Adventure review still stand, although one new perk to playing this on Nintendo Switch Online is, well, the same as every other Nintendo Switch Online game. Now you can create up to 4 save files anywhere you want, and if you're a purist that says, Paul, I'm not doing that, well, there's still 3 save files in the main game. And you can also rewind. Yes, they finally added rewinding to the NES game, so instead of just creating save points, you can now actively go back in time to the exact frame that you want to be on to correct a mistake. Overall, Kirby's Adventure is a short, beautiful looking, wonderfully sounding, yet boring adventure that culminates in an incredible final battle that this SP version allows you to skip right to. Now, normally when I do reviews, I like to say whether it's worth it to maybe buy the game, rent it on GameFly, or wait for a sale. However, the fact that you're getting this anyway, if you download the NES Games app for Nintendo Switch Online, means you're not really losing anything to try this. But I wouldn't download Switch Online just for this, as there are other versions of Kirby's Adventure that are better, albeit that don't take you straight to the final battle. So, take this as an added bonus, but if you had to choose between Kirby's Adventure and Kirby's Adventure SP on the Switch Online app, well, the game gives you both anyway, so you shouldn't really have to make a choice, but definitely this version, because it basically gives you the best of both worlds. So with that, thank you very much for watching, my friends. If you have any questions, please either see my original review or ask me in the comments section, because I'd rather not repeat a bunch of redundant information. So with that, thank you very much for watching, and until the next time, remember to keep the faith, stay epic, God bless, and let's hope we get some more quality remakes somewhere along the line. Bye!